This week, P&A Grant Thornton vlog will bring you the requirement of filing and payment of annual income tax return for micro, small, and medium enterprise or MSME. Hi, I'm Nikkolai Canceran, Director for Tax Advisory and Compliance. Join me as we discuss the requirement of filing and payment of Annual ITR for MSME. What is an Annual ITR? The Annual ITR is the final tax return that summarizes all the transactions covering one whole taxable year, whether calendar or fiscal year of the taxpayer. What are the different Annual ITR applicable to MSME? For individual taxpayers, BIR Form 1701 or those under the graduated income tax rates with itemized deductions as mode of deduction, and BIR Form 1701A or those under the graduated income tax rates with optional standard deduction or OSD as mode of deduction, or those who opted to avail of the 8% flat income tax rate. For corporation, partnership, and other non-individual taxpayers, BIR Form 1702RT or those subject only to regular income tax rate. BIR Form 1702MX, those with mixed income that are subject to multiple income tax rates or with income subject to special or preferential rate. BIR Form 1702EX, those which are exempt from paying income tax under the tax code and other special laws. Who shall sign the Annual ITR? For individual taxpayers, the individual taxpayer him or herself or his authorized representative. For corporation, partnership, and other non-individual taxpayer, president, vice president, or other principal officer or the authorized representative, and shall be sworn to by such officer and by the treasurer or assistant treasurer. When is the due date of filing of the Annual ITR? For individual taxpayers, on or before April 15 of each year, covering income for the preceding taxable year. For corporation, partnership, and other non-individual taxpayer, on or before the 15th day of the 4th month following the close of the taxpayer's taxable year. So if the corporation uses calendar year which ends on December 31, the deadline is also April 15 of each year. For this year's filing, the BIR has extended the deadline for filing and payment of the Annual ITR to June 14, 2020 without penalties in light of the COVID-19 pandemic and community quarantine. However, with the further extension of the quarantine period, the BIR has yet to officially issue an announcement if the June 14 will be further extended. Where does the taxpayer file the Annual ITR? For electronic filing and payment system or EFPS user, whether individual or non-individual taxpayer, the taxpayer needs to file and pay using the EFPS facility which can be accessed through the BIR website. However, for this year's filing, individual taxpayers are advised to use eBIR forms. For non-EFPS user, the taxpayer may use eBIR forms which can be downloaded from the BIR website. The filing and payment can be made with any authorized agent bank or AAB located within the territorial jurisdiction of the RDO where the taxpayer is registered, or with the concerned revenue collection officer under the jurisdiction of the RDO where there is no AAB. For non-EFPS filers, alternative modes of payment are through various electronic or online payment facilities like GCash, PayMaya, ATM, debit or credit card, or prepaid card. Due to the ECQ, the BIR is allowing out-of-district payment. This means you can pay with any authorized agent bank. This is only valid during the ECQ period. What are the required attachments to the Annual ITR? Certificate of Independent CPA duly accredited by the BIR if the gross annual sales, earnings, receipts, or output exceed 3 million pesos. Financial statements with notes to financial statements. Statement of management's responsibility for the annual ITR. Certificate of income payments not subjected to withholding tax or BIR Form 2304. Certificate of creditable tax withheld at source or BIR Form 2307. Certificate of compensation payment tax withheld or BIR Form 2316. Duly approved tax debit memo if applicable. Proof of prior year's excess credits if applicable. Proof of foreign tax credits if applicable. For amended return, proof of tax payment and the return previously filed. Summary alpha list of withholding agents of income payments subjected to withholding tax at source or SOUT if applicable. Proof of other tax payment or credit if applicable. Authorization letter if filed by an authorized representative. Certificate of tax treaty relief or entitlement issued by the concerned investment promotion agency if applicable. These required attachments shall be submitted at the same time with the annual ITR. However, for this year's filing, the submission of the required attachments is also extended in relation to the extended due date for the filing of the annual ITR, except for EFPS filers, wherein they have additional 15 days from the filing of the annual ITR. If you have questions or want to know the other guidelines in the filing and payment of the annual ITR, email us at pagrantthornton@ph.gt.com. We hope this vlog has been very helpful to you and to your business. We will post our vlogs on our social media, so follow us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, or visit our website at grantthornton.com.ph. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, P&A Grant Thornton. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for our next video.